Dear forklift drivers, ladies and gentlemen, in the course of your training, you have proven that you have mastered a forklift in theory as well as in practice. I therefore take pleasure in informing you that you have all passed the exam. I'd now like to hand over to you your licenses for internal factory operation. Let's start off with Mr. Vasek.
That's Klaus. Klaus has just successfully passed his examination to operate motor-driven ground conveyance vehicles. In plain English, forklifts. He is now one of thousands of specially trained and qualified employees who are completely justified in calling themselves forklift operators. Good morning, Klaus. Now for the serious part. Your first day as a forklift operator can begin. What is the very first thing a forklift operator does? Right, an all-round check, because safely working equipment is the basic prerequisite for working safely. Are the brakes in order? Does the lifting gear function perfectly? How do things look with leeway for steering? Is everything working properly? Well then, let's get going. Clear to start. Separate vehicle routes and footpaths have been laid out for everyone's safety, especially at entrances and exits to the hall. But watch your step. Unfortunately, there are fellow workers who stray from the prescribed footpaths time and again, thus endangering themselves and others too. My, that was what we call a close call. That's why, even when vehicle routes and footpaths are separated, always keep an eye out for pedestrians. A colleague is already waiting.
Morning, Klaus. Congratulations on the forklift license.
Thanks a lot.
I'll have to get up there to consignment 16. How about a quick lift?
But Klaus, you know very well, lifting people on the fork tines is not permitted.
No, sorry, I can't do that. It's too dangerous.
Man, use your eyes. All we do is take this pallet here and the whole thing's secured.
Ah, his colleague has found a solution. But it's not according to regulations either. Quite the opposite. No sooner said than done. The pallet tips over, loss of balance, crash. That's why never lift people on the fork tines. When special assignments are called for, use a specially secured bucket lift. So, Klaus, now it's time for us to stack the consignment into the high bay properly. Bring the forklift into position in front of the area to be stacked, insert the fork tines, and lift the load.
Say, have you seen my knife here anywhere? Where the blazes have I put it?
Then slowly drive forward and set the load down.
Break, mate.
Well, Klaus, let's get back to work.
Well run, Willie. Let me have a go. I knows my way around him.
One second, Klaus. Don't you remember? Maintenance work and repairs are only allowed to be done by qualified personnel, which means don't you fiddle about, and don't let others fiddle about either.
What's with you? Because of a little thing like that? After all, we're not born with two left hands, are we?
That's why never try to repair technical malfunctions yourself. Instead, report the malfunction you've determined to your superior. They'll request knowledgeable staff to take care of it. So, the forklift's working again. Now we're off to the next consignment. Right, Klaus, particularly when the danger exists that objects could slide, it's important that the load is distributed equally across the fork tines. But Klaus, don't you agree that you'd have to secure a load like that additionally against sliding or falling? That's why, always secure anything that could easily start to slide, and best by buckling it down using special tension belts and cords. Especially at metal processing facilities, there are often areas with increased levels of noise. In areas like this, wearing appropriate ear protectors is an absolute must.